What's going on, everyone? So, by now, I'm sure all of you are aware that Stu Macher is returning, that Matthew Lillard will return for Scream 7, along with many of the other Ghostface in the upcoming Scream. But one of the big questions about Matthew Lillard returning and Stu is he actually alive? Is he dead? Is he coming back as, an actual character? Is he going to try to seek his revenge after all these years? Or is he, just another voice in the Ghostface voice box, right? How are they going to approach Stu Macher? Originally, like when he was announced and Scott Foley, who played Roman, it was like, that's really weird. But then since then, we've heard that Skeet and, Mickey, he's coming back. Timothy Olyphant, right? Like all these guys are coming back. Jill's supposed to be back. All of these Ghostface of the past, which has caused everyone to think that like either Sydney's seeing ghosts or it's probably like a voice changer thing like we saw in Scream 3, which makes a lot more sense now given the technology and particularly AI you can kind of get away with. But still, a lot of curiosity in the front of Stu Macher. Well, we got a little update, got a little news, and this could very well be a potential spoiler on what Stu's going to be in the film, as well as, his status. So I want to give people a chance right now. Again, always take everything with a grain of salt. So I don't know for certain if this is actually what's going to happen, but it's very possible. Now, it's not any plot details or anything like that. It's nothing that's going to spoil, Scream 7 by any stretch, but it could potentially ruin Stu Macher for you if it turns out to be true, and if you're somebody that is a fan of Stu, right? Because you're either on two sides. You either believe that he's alive or you believe he's dead, and there's only two possible outcomes. So whichever side you're on, you could be very disappointed one way or the other. But now's your chance in 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, if you're still here, I assume you don't care. So, according to Critical Overlord, Stu Macher is very important in Scream 7. Okay, that's good. And then he said he's dead. You'll see at the bottom where it says dead. It's because somebody asked, is he alive or is he dead? And Critical Overlord responded with, he's dead. So, take that information as you may. That's why I said potential spoiler, right? You never know. Things change, scripts change, information comes out and changes. So, it's very possible that this is inaccurate. But according to Critical Overlord, he is dead, but is playing a very important role in the upcoming Scream 7. Now, as somebody that doesn't want Stu in this film, as Stu, I don't mind him, in a flashback or something like that. I love Matthew Lillard. I love the character of Stu. I just don't think after 30 years it makes sense that he's just magically back, right? No mention, no nothing. And we literally had him confirmed dead on several occasions, right? So, I mean, like you saw on an FBI board that he's dead, right? Like, if anyone would know, it'd be the FBI, wouldn't it? Right? Especially if he's in like a psych ward or something, right? Like, so I don't see it. I never really thought it made sense unless you retconned a bunch of stuff and fixed the timeline essentially, that it made sense that Stu came back. But fan service is a real thing. There's a lot of people that really want Stu Macher to return. It wouldn't have shocked me if he came back. It wouldn't have shocked me at all if they brought Stu back. But it looks like that is not going to happen, assuming, again, if these rumors are true. So my question becomes then, okay, if he's not coming back in this movie and he's not going to be a big part, so how is he a big kind of story point? Is it Leslie Macher? Does this mean Leslie Macher is coming? I kind of want to dive into that and have a theory about that. So stay tuned for that. But, could Leslie, is that what it is? So I've talked about this idea in the past where what if it is led to believe that Stu is alive? It is led to believe that Stu is the mastermind of this like cult or whatever. And then in the end, we find out that no, it's actually not Stu. It's his sister, Leslie Macher, who they established in 5, right? I think that's something that could really make sense, right? Because at least it's a character that we know is alive, that we know, yeah, we never met, but like, and I still think you're going to kind of need an explanation, but I'm sure we'll get that. But point is, it's not a character that is perceived dead or, is based on opinion, whether he's alive or dead, It's somebody we know that's alive, somebody we know that exists, and it's somebody that we've all speculated since the moment we found out about her that she's potentially eventually going to become Ghostface, right? That was kind of always a thought. And now it looks like he's going to potentially, inevitably, or she's going to potentially, inevitably become Ghostface if this is true. Because again, like, how does he have significance, importance? Right? Could Ghostface just be like a huge fan of Stu? Right? Maybe they tie into like the fandom element. Right? And it's just like, oh, like, people are so diehard for Stu. Maybe the killers are too. Right? Like they're like, screw Billy. We love Stu. I mean, there's several ways that they could spin it, but it's just if he's like I said, if they're ever gonna bring Stu back, it's gonna be this movie. I just hope that they confirm it one way or another. I really do. I really hope that they just confirm that Scream 5 and 6, like, or that Scream 7, that, like, hey, whether you like it or not, Stu is dead, or whether you like it or not, Stu is alive, right? Because, like, this whole, like, even though I think that there's more than enough evidence to prove that he's dead, but they also, in the diehard, he's alive believers, they have toyed, like, even like Kirby, where she's talking about Stu being dead, and Mindy is like, well, if you believe that, right? Like, okay, well, also that signals that he's not in a psych ward or a prison, because if he was in a psych ward or a prison, then they wouldn't. There would be no question if he's alive or dead. There'd be public record that he's alive or dead, right? So, it's just they've toyed with it at times, but I think if you look at all the actual like evidence, right, where they've actually said that he's dead, point blank, and Wes talked about it in past interviews. Kevin Williamson, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 years ago, said that Stu's dead, right? Like, I know he originally wanted to bring him back, but stories change, plans change, and his original plan to bring Stu back was already turned into a TV show that he created in the following. So, unless he's going to do it again, right? I mean, look, I'm not saying lock it in, he's not coming back. I've said it a million times. If he was ever going to come back, it's probably this movie, right? But, personally, for me, I hope he's not. And I know most people that watch this video want him back. I just, that's why I always pass the question on to you, right? I give my opinions and then allow you to express yours. And that's what's the beauty of it, right? It's the beauty of it all. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you think that, yes, like, Stu, he's dead. Let him stay dead. Let him stay, in the past. Do you feel some other way about it? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I love to hear it either way, so let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.